Under Solomon's leadership, Israel entered what would be remembered as a golden age. With God's gift of wisdom, Solomon brought prosperity, stability, and respect to Israel, establishing it as one of the most powerful nations in the region. His wisdom extended beyond governance. He was also renowned for his knowledge in science, philosophy, poetry, and architecture. Solomon authored numerous proverbs and songs, and his writings on wisdom were admired by scholars and leaders from far and wide. Solomon's building projects contributed to Israel's transformation. After completing the Temple in Jerusalem, Solomon turned his attention to other construction efforts. He built a magnificent palace for himself, an expansive royal complex, and fortified cities along Israel's borders to protect against potential invasions. This infrastructure strengthened Israel, enabling it to prosper both economically and militarily. Solomon also expanded Israel's trading routes, facilitating commerce with neighboring kingdoms. By establishing trade alliances, Israel imported goods such as spices, gold, and precious stones, while exporting agricultural products. These exchanges brought tremendous wealth to the kingdom, and Solomon's treasury overflowed. One of the most remarkable events of Solomon's reign was the visit of the Queen of Sheba, a wealthy and influential monarch from a distant land. Drawn by reports of Solomon's wisdom and the splendor of his kingdom, she traveled with a caravan bearing spices, gold, and jewels to test his famed knowledge. Solomon welcomed her warmly, and she asked him challenging questions, seeking to understand the depth of his wisdom. Solomon answered each question with insight and understanding, astonishing the queen. After witnessing his wisdom, his palace, and the order of his court, she declared, "The report I heard in my own country about your achievements and wisdom is true." Impressed, she blessed the God of Israel, acknowledging that Solomon's wisdom and prosperity were indeed gifts from God. Solomon's court was marked by elegance, discipline, and abundance. Israel flourished, with peace on every side and prosperity within its borders. Each tribe enjoyed security, and the people lived under their own vines and fig trees, a biblical symbol of peace and abundance. Solomon's wisdom brought justice, and he established a system that ensured the well-being of his people. He appointed governors to manage various regions, ensuring that the needs of each area were met. Israel became a beacon of God's blessings and order, attracting the attention and admiration of neighboring nations. However, as Solomon's prosperity grew, so did his desire to expand alliances and influence. He married numerous foreign princesses to secure political ties, a practice common among ancient kings. These marriages introduced foreign customs and religious practices into Israel. Although Solomon began his reign with devotion to God, the influence of these foreign wives slowly turned his heart toward their gods, weakening his loyalty to the Lord. Despite the glories of Solomon's achievements, this compromise sowed seeds of future strife in Israel. His wisdom brought blessings, but his increasing wealth, power, and connections with foreign nations created temptations that would later challenge his faith. Applications. Wisdom in practical life. Solomon's wisdom helped him govern, build, and expand his kingdom. Seeking wisdom in our own lives can help us make sound decisions in every area: work, family, and personal growth. Using resources for good. Solomon used Israel's wealth to build the temple and fortify the nation. When we are blessed with resources, using them to help others and honor God brings purpose and fulfillment. The power of influence. Solomon's kingdom became a witness to other nations of God's blessings. Our lives can serve as a light to others, showing them the goodness and wisdom that come from following God. Guarding against compromise. Solomon's alliances with foreign nations eventually led to spiritual compromise. Staying vigilant in our commitments to God and avoiding influences that could pull us away from Him is essential. True success is rooted in faithfulness. Solomon's prosperity initially came from his faithfulness to God, not from wealth or political power. True success is found in remaining faithful to God's ways and using our gifts for His purposes.